We too. Greetings, family. I'm so terrible. Um, how are y'all? How y'all doing? Greetings to the Eaters. Oh, we haven't got a little ride. It ain't no long one. Enough talk, though. Um, when do you release control? So, first, let me say that I have probably 10 people still on my list of sessions to do live sessions still.
I mean, because you just kind of pulled
I
them
mean,
out
both
there.
of y'all. Like, what
Like,
you doing?
I mean,
We go side by side like we are fucking
right.
smart. I have about 10 people left on my list for the live reading. And I'm going to be trying to get most of those complete, and I'm going to try to do most of those completed um, by either Tuesday night, well, Monday night. I want to get them completed by Monday because I've still got to schedule and do the Michael Jackson interview. And he just keeps popping in at various times speaking. We were moving about early this morning. We just wanted to take a ride, so we rode for probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours almost maybe. I and myself, it was daylight when we went back in. It was after 5.
It's really nice.
And Michael had popped in and was sitting in the back seat. I'm better too. He popped in, was sitting in the back seat, and he was getting his on, and then he, was telling me a few things, and we played one of his songs, and so Instagram cut us off and cut my live, and so he's been popping in just various times since Yehuda asked me yesterday if I wanted to do it. So he's just been popping in randomly. I think he wants to make sure gratitude, you guys. Make sure claims Tuesday.
Hey, y'all. Greetings.
Okay, great. I think he just want to make sure that I do it, that I get it done. Um, but okay, so there have been many, many times where I've had to reschedule people, and some people ask for refunds, which I don't mind. I give them immediately. Um, and some people wait, and they hold out and they hold off. And then I have some people that say, well, spirit must don't want to talk to me. It's not meant for me to speak with spirit. I had someone just do that and say, well, it's not meant. And I didn't realize she had been rescheduled quite a few times, actually. And so even in those moments, oh, God, that's disgusting. You see that? Ew.
What?
Girl, right to the, oh, she probably don't. Move truck so she can see this nasty flappiness. Oh, and you did this much, but her and that Genome get in that black car. She probably walk around again just so she can be seen.
She got in the car. What did you see?
She had on boy shorts. It was pulling all the way in her ass. Her whole ass was out.
There was no ass.
No, it wasn't. It did not look right.
It was just back and legs.
It was back and legs.
Thanks.
Disgusting.
She must stop. What are
Yeah,
y'all
like
doing?
fish water somewhere, I'm sure. Um, just ocean perch. I don't know. She probably got yeast balls on it.
Oh,
I don't
no.
know. Anyway,
My head haven't.
Um, but when people do that, they're in their right to do that. I'm not angry about it or anything. This is my point of it. I've had people that have waited and actually got their session, even after being rescheduled for a few times. Who I'm at, she ain't pumping the gas. So let's talk about it real quick. But they waited for their session and they actually did the session. And in doing the session, it was realized that one, they were waiting for somebody else that they wanted to actually speak in their session or speak to or be around. Or let me give you the prime example. And this is why you let spirit do what spirit do. And when you don't know when to let go of control and let spirit control something, you miss what it is the spirit is trying to do. Keisha Miles had booked her session, and she had been rescheduled like two or three times. Yeah, 2 or 3 times. When she scheduled her session, and this has happened, when she scheduled her session, her stepmom hadn't even passed yet. Had Keisha would have had her session when she was supposed to have her session, excuse me, she would have never been able to speak to me before her stepmother's services, which means she would have went to the funeral in which we just stopped her death the other day because it was not time for her session yet because her stepmom hadn't passed, and once she passed, everything was in alignment. And I told her to carry a gun. Remember the session I was talking about the father that I thought was a lover that was going to kill her, but really it was a father who had been having an inappropriate relationship with her. You got to learn when to sit back and let go of control. You're not in control. You only think you are. It is an illusion. Spirit is in control here. And I know it can be frustrating, like, oh, I just ain't supposed to make spirit no more. Maybe you need to just relax. Because timing is everything. And that's not the only example. It's happened on more than one occasion. Mike said someone had put in my head, she'd be holding people money for months. Your name was Catherine. I've never even held money because I don't even know who the fuck you are. People want to be so important and so relevant. If I did hold the money, it wasn't yours. It's not your business. Anyone that wants a refund gets a refund. And they don't get a refund with nastiness. They get a refund with much gratitude and sincerity. My apologies for however you feel about it. People have waited. Sometimes you got to just wait. Timing is everything. Timing is everything, y'all. And sometimes you need to just chill. I've seen it on so many occasions. Even if your session is pushed back by 30 minutes, and I've had people to have to be rescheduled because they needed to reschedule, not because of me. And timing is everything. So when the spirit moves and say, okay, let's do this session, Maya be like, you want me to reschedule? I'm like, nah, we're going to go on into it. And it'd be like, boom, boom, boom. I see why. Spirit said, we don't need to reschedule it. We're going to reschedule it. We need to push it back by an hour. Now let's do it. To the point where that session necessarily wasn't even for that person. I've seen it where the woman's mother had passed on, and she was waiting to speak to her granddaughter, not her daughter. She says, where is she? I said, where's who? Your mother's asking for XYZ. She said, oh, this is my daughter. She's actually getting ready to pull up here. I was trying to do the session before she came. So the session ain't about you. She wants to talk to her. You know what's so crazy? She just came home from college. She was at college for like, and she's only been home for 2 weeks. In that 2 weeks, it's that 7 reschedule type shit. Sometimes you just got to let go of control. Like, well, maybe it ain't meant. I've heard that several times. Maybe this is ain't meant. And then maybe only be like pushback for an hour. Maybe this ain't it. Maybe this ain't meant. Or maybe you're really scared about what you're gonna hear because when spirit come in and people know that it's real and it's the truth, spirit gonna come in. We're talking about a night on IG. If your heart ain't clean, then the mask that you wear may not show and be the same mask that somebody else wears. See, some of y'all was not on that live last night, so let's go into it. As people, we always feel like we need to, one, be in control of everything, that we know everything. I got this. You don't got shit. And I'm going to be real fucking honest. You ain't got shit. You think you got something. You ain't got shit. That's why it's a complete dysfunction. Some of the smallest shit can set you off because you're dysfunctional. Because you ain't got it. You want people to believe that you have it because you need to convince yourself that you got it. You don't have it. The girl on Bring It On said, if you ain't got it already, you don't have it. Sit down already. So when we was talking on live, we was talking about the nothing in the mask, and we were talking about the heart space. And I said that the deities keep revealing it to me, and they said, well, maybe you need to talk about this so people will understand. And I said that the heart space, again, is Papa Candelo. And Papa Candelo is the cleanser of the heart. He and the Lama Dama are the left and right ventricle and atrium. And then there are 12 parts to the chambers of the heart. And there are between 7 and 12 Lama Damas. They clean and do various things. They are the mothers. Okay? And so when we're looking at the heart space and Papa Candelo, and when he comes through inside of my heart space and he is projected and manifested into the physical, when he is in your heart space, Papa may not shine through the same way that he shines through from my heart space. And what I mean by that is, and what we talked about last night is, gratitude for hitting the light. Gratitude. I appreciate it. If you've ever seen the movie The Mask, in that movie, when Jim Carrey finds the mask and he puts the mask on, he becomes this wild and crazy, lovable guy. He loves women. He doesn't mind going into the bank and taking all of the money, but he's not gonna harm anyone. You know, he's a animated kind of funny guy once he puts the mask on, because the mask revealed his true self, right? And this is what I'm saying to you about Papa Candela. It reveals your true self. And so when Dimitri, the villain, puts on the mask, he doesn't become the fun and loving guy. He becomes Mark, which is a nasty monster. So it's about when you put on your mask, who are you really in your heart? You can smile and tell people all day long, I'm a good person, I'm a good person, I'm a good person. And if when you put on your mask, you become Dimitri, it's something there that you need to check yourself because that means you are activated more in belly bell does not know love. And is a protective of the innocence, protective of self. Now, doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad person sometimes. Sometimes it could just mean that you are a lost individual without an understanding of who you are fully. Either way, your heart space needs to be clean. And we talked about it last night how some people are like, well, I know my attitude fucked up, but you do nothing to change it, but you expect for everyone to accept that part about you and accept everything damaging and toxic that you bring. And when they show up and they give you the same energy right back, you're not able to handle it or deal with it, and you don't like it. Um, Now you want to fight. There's no resolve with you because I don't give a fuck. But they don't give a fuck either. I had to say to a girl before, I said, you have a death wish. You don't know me. You didn't know me. You recognize my cousin, and you tried to start a fight with my cousin. You walked up on her. Then you jumped out in traffic on me, not knowing I had a gun, and I blew your face out. You have a death wish. She's like, but you know, that you said you was gonna do a reading for me way before, but you never paid for it. Said you not owe you nothing. Well, I'm a high head. Your high head will take your whole life. You know you're a high head, but you expected for me to give a fuck that you was a high head. I didn't, and neither does my business. People don't have to give a fuck. It's you who needs to give a fuck. What is really happening? When are you going to release the control to the spirit and to the soul to be able to complete and fix yourself and do your own shadow work? How dare you show up to people in the manner that you show up to people? How dare you expect for people to just sit by idly and take the shit that you bring to them? Because you know that your attitude is fucked up and you don't give a fuck. Because motherfucker didn't give a fuck when I was like, why would they? They didn't know you. Kevin Hart, one bed, one sound. Nigga, did you visit me in jail? Nigga, I don't know you. Nobody in the world owes you shit. Your parents may owe you something because they brought you here. Nobody else owes you anything unless you loan them some money. And even in that, they don't owe it to you. Never give what you can't afford to give. If you must have it back, you never loan it out. So if you don't even have enough energy for self, stop giving it. People love to give what they don't have. I have to learn that the hard way a lot of times. People love to give what they don't have because they expect for somebody else to refuel them. Okay, I gave it to you, now give it back. What you mean you don't have it? I gave it to you, that's not. Well, you gave it to me. That's fucked up, and it may be. And it may be. You shouldn't have gave because you didn't have it to give. There's a disconnect inside of the soul's energy, inside of the heart space. There's a disconnect. We expect for everybody to reconnect the pieces. Somebody owe you that to reconnect you, but it's too hard. I can't do it. I'm not gonna be all right. How do you know? You ain't even tried it. Why would I be alright reconnecting your shit? What about my shit? Why are you not focused on my shit? Because if I'm minding your business, who the fuck is minding mine? You gotta clean your mind up. You gotta clean your heart space up. Nobody owes you anything. Ain't nobody owe you a conversation. People feel like they could do fucked up shit to people, and then be like, "Well, can we talk about it?" And that person don't want to talk about it. Now you are completely out of whack because that person don't want to have any more conversations with you. They don't owe you that. They don't owe you that. But why we can't at least talk about it? You should have talked to me about it before you did the fucked up actions you did. Now I don't owe you that. Now I don't want to be bothered. That's fucked up. That's bullshit. But you say you love me. No, you said you loved me. And I do love me. Whether you love me or not, I love me enough to say no. I've had my fill of that. I've had enough of that. I no longer wish to experience that. People get real indignant and stupid when you refuse to put up with their toxicity, their turmoil, or allow them to show up to you any way that they want to. People get real indignant. Now they want to fight and kill you and kill themselves. Why would I give a fuck if that's what you're going to do? I'm going to kill myself, you know what I'm talking about? Well, let me go get my dress. Because I don't owe you that and you'll never control me like that. People need to learn to let go of fucking control. You don't even have control, you just think you do. You can only control you and what you do. You can't control what nobody else does. Only thing you can do is control you, and if that makes a decision for somebody else to make a better decision in their life or make a difference in their life, then amazing. Amazing. But for me, I choose to put on my mask and take a look at myself to see who I am and my full potential and who I like. Listen, I've done so many readings over the years, bro. And I've done so many readings for people who have put their whole lives to the side for the sake of somebody else. And now they're bitter or angry or I wasted all my life. I gave this person all my life. Why? Why did you do that? Because I was trying to what? You didn't feel like you deserved all of you for all your life. I was trying to save my marriage. Was the other person trying to save the marriage? You trying to save a marriage instead of saving your life. Now you are in a space of where maybe that option ain't there for you of what you wanted to do. Or now you have to start over from fresh. And now you feel like it's been too long, or I don't know how to revisit that. Now you're bitter and angry. Why? That was a choice and decision you made. I don't have to. You don't have to. I need to do it for my kids. Please stop that. You're destroying your children. Children are they are very, I can't think of the word. It's on the tip of my tongue. Resilient. I was about to say residual, and that's not correct. Resilient. And they don't even know anything about. Well, I didn't have it, and so, I grew up wishing that I had it. They didn't. They don't know that lack. it's okay to give without overcompensating for something. My daughter grew up without a father, and I tried to overcompensate and be the masculine and the feminine figure for her. And when I would ask her, how do you feel? She's like, well, I don't know, 'cause I've never had him, so it doesn't, not a big deal for me, because I got you. So then when he tried to do certain things and step in certain places, it was like, oh, okay, well, that's cool, but now he still does it where he's like trying to step in certain places, and it's like, I don't, now, did it affect her in her reality? Probably, because if she would have had a good relationship with her father, she may understand what a loving and nurturing relationship would be with a man, you know. However, it's not going to make you or break in such a way to where you just have to be a fucked up person. You don't have to be that. Some people's fathers passed away before they was born. So now they just get them to be a fucked up person. Lies. Choice. That's what you chose to do. If we would stop and let go of control and stop looking, you're looking for your father and certain people you expect it. Well, that's why you don't love, because he the fuck ain't got to love you. Why you don't love you? You want somebody to love you and put up with the shit that you don't even like about yourself and want to put up with. The fuck, somebody else got to come in and put up with the shit. I wish the fuck I would. Well, because I ain't never had a father. Not his problem. Not his problem. Well, he's a mama's boy. Not your problem. Well, I put up with this shit because he ain't got to. That's the choice you made. Now you mad that he don't want to make the same sacrifice? Why? Nobody told you to. You chose to. She was expected for somebody to correct and fix something that had nothing to do with them in the first place. No. Let go of control. You have resources called the soul and the spirit. You have frequency and energy. You have control over your mind, yourself. We give our control to the genome. We ain't got to. We ain't got to. We choose. You make live your life there for you when nobody else is there for you. You be there for you. I'm trying. It's just so hard. But it's easy to take care of a motherfucker that don't give a fuck. It's easier to let a nigga knock your head off. It's easier to give a bitch all your motherfucking money. It's easier to have 17 fucking babies and can't take care of one of them. Knock it the fuck off. Knock it off. It ain't hard. You don't want to try. If it is a difficult process, everything is difficult. Everything is difficult. It is the fucking try. Period. Nothing beats failure but a try. If it does not work in the way that you wanted to, at least you gave it your all. Now move on and do something different. That's something people can never understand and register about with you. Why you keep doing this and doing that? I thought last year you was doing well, bitch, it didn't work out. Now this year I'm doing fuck that, bitch. What we talking about? I don't owe nobody no explanation as to why I'm no longer in STNA. I don't owe you that. Why the fuck is it your business? I mean, it just seemed like, and well, bitch, didn't seem like that. What yours seem like? Because why owe you that? We think people owe us something. We think we owe people shit. I don't owe nobody a motherfucking thing. You better mind your business. Mind the business that pays the fuck you. Girl, let me go over and mind my business. People think you supposed to give a fuck that they gonna mind their business. Well, let me mind my business, bitch. Please do. Please the fuck do, bitch. Because people don't mind their business. It's a problem. But they seem to mind their business when they shouldn't when it counts. Your best friend keep knocking her motherfucking kids' koofy off. And you know she shouldn't be abusing them children, but you gonna mind your business. But you sure let her know that her nigga is keep talking to Keisha. That's a situation between two fucking adults. Mind your business. But sit her down and let her know that she's knocking her kid's head off because she know her nigga keep talking to Keisha. That's the difference. Stop putting your hands on them children like that. I ain't gonna tell nobody I be no parent. Nobody told you that. We said care for the fucking children. Why is your business that this nigga where he's sticking his dick at? That's not your business. That's her business. And that's why the fuck she's unhappy and keep knocking these kids' heads off. That's the business. We don't know the difference. I mean, where do you stand? Because if you can't say nothing on the righteous side, then you need to check your heart space. Because when you put your mask on, what is that face gonna be? What is that reality gonna be? Who are you when you put that mask on? If you ain't got no fight for nothing, god damn, you ain't got no fight for nothing. Not you, not for a baby. You ain't got no fight for nothing. The worst shit I heard somebody say, bro, is, well, shit, she 14, she know what she doing. I was out here fucking these niggas, these grown niggas. Are you out of your fucking mind, bro? You was out here fucking grown niggas because you was broken mentally and emotionally, and you was searching for something. That's why the fuck you disturbed and fucked up and non-functional now. So now you know what she doing. Why? You didn't know what the fuck you doing, and you still don't. Where's your words of encouragement to somebody that you recognize is broken, or do you not recognize it? And if you don't recognize it, then you shouldn't have no fucking children. You shouldn't have none. You shouldn't be raising nothing but your hand to ask a motherfucking question. We need to clean our heart spaces out. You need to see who you're gonna be when you put your fucking mask on. You got to let go of control. Let spirit do it. Because when spirit tell you to move and do it, now you don't want to fucking do it. Now it's too hard. I can't stand people always take the easy way out. Sometimes if it's easy and the spirit say go on and do it that way, then go on and do it that way. I was downtown Cincinnati one time. I was standing in the shelter. We were standing outside, and these black boys, Mennonite boys, ran up on this little black chick. She was a stud, and this white boy beat him down, both of them. Beat her up like she was a nigga. She took off running. He over there with the white boys beating him up to myself. Give me them shoes. I need them shoes. It's completely disgusting to me. I yelled over there to make him stop and told him go get a fucking job. Go get you some fucking shoes. Go get a fucking job. She don't owe you that. He don't owe you that. I don't give a fuck. Ain't nothing worse than a motherfucker to feel like somebody owe them something. Like a grown ass motherfucking man feel like a woman should take care of him. Why she owe you anything? Disgusting. It's disgusting. Somebody gotta give you some little floozy, and I'm gonna call that some floozy. That's it right there. Some floozy made a post and said, "Why would I ever split rent with a nigga when I can stay with my parents for free?" You're not staying with your parents for free. Somebody got to pay for that. For free. What does that mean? That freedom that she was speaking about, where is that at? 'Cause that's not free. You're freely causing your parents heart attacks. You're freely causing them sorrow and pain. You're freely not seeing that they don't want you there. It's some free shit. It just ain't what the fuck you thought it was. Acting the fuck out of crazy because you can't be an adult. You can't stand in your own shit. Somebody owe you something. They don't owe you that. Now you stressed out. Now you want to go and have a baby and all kind of shit. You want to have a baby, and who gonna take care of that? Who gonna take care of that baby? Where that freedom at? That baby ain't got no freedom. I'm trying to make it make sense. What that mean? Where that's it? You know, when I can live with my parents for free. Where's the freedom? Freedom at? Where's it at? It was over there. It just ain't no parking. There's a few parking spaces in the back. I'm gonna go back around. Be honorable. Honor the spirit. The spirit has saved you from a million motherfucking things, whether you know it or not. Well, the spirit didn't save me from it. Maybe it was a lesson in there that you needed to motherfucking learn. You know? Can y'all hear me? If spirit saves you from everything, if you never experience anything, how the fuck you gonna grow? So if the spirit just stopped all of the rain, and then it just stops all of the rain, it never rains. So then that means that everything is gonna dry up, nothing grows, nothing like where is it at? Nothing is nothing. Nothing is nothing. Where's the growth? Sometimes you gotta rain a little bit in your life in order for you to grow. In order for you to be watered. People don't want to feel nor experience shit. No, not that is a that exactly what this is. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Just thought I'd say some things. I ain't saying nothing, I'm just saying something. Okay. Anyway, peace, y'all.